took off. Was working outside since before 7. We'll see who comes in. And checking my package today by 9. Alfred look great. $1. Vigo stopped a long time ago. May reestablish that. May reestablish it. Here's something to collect in the game. Looking just filtered wall. Had a little residue of coffee left in it. I don't look good. Just the way it is. Getting crow's feet on my neck, chicken neck, I don't know. Turkey neck, looking not good. Last 11 months took a big toll on me. And no one may come in. Last 2, Billy came in once. Xander came in the other one. Why my 18th? Looks like it reset. Did a bunch of battles. One annoying thing on the game, one of many. You do battles, it didn't start the day yet. It doesn't count the fucking things for the whole week after that. Shouldn't say F word. Here is battle. We're going to be off in 3 minutes if I get nothing. Just wasting my time. Here's a couple of these guys. Won a battle easily. Talked to Doug Hagman, didn't get a response. Don't expect much. Lost his son Joe 3-4 years ago. I won't go into that unless people ask me. Tragic loss. I also have his cohort, Joe's cohort, Christian fellow on Twitter. I haven't seen much lately from too many people. They shadow ban everybody. That's first to 11 in the background. I have another battle coming. I've got more than one battle coming yet. Here's one of them. I may just break this. In the game, we're going to there's a quantum area now. Battle, lost one guy. Two battles, lost no one, that was good. Last battle on the quantum area. This will go up for a replay later. You won't watch me now, so only people seeing it. 46 minutes, something comes up. We'll see the replay. Here's another battle. Feeling okay, did work outside starting at 6:30. Trimming with mower and with tools. Elementary summer school starts today. I'm not sure how it goes. I think it's 2 weeks on, a week off, 2 weeks on. And then July is pretty empty. August, they can't start till the 23rd because here's Xander. I saw Tay in the last couple of days. So I said you said hello, and was wondering, you hear me all right? I'll tell you what transpired, not much. Hopefully you're still here, Zay. What am I doing? I'm giving myself something. I don't know. Anyway, I'll assume you're still here. She was on vacation, she said. So I went on YouNow Live for 11 or 12 minutes only. And I saw Tay, and I'm not sure now if it was that live stream, but Talk to Talent. I've been in a few very briefly. In 2 weeks, haven't done much of anything. I'm going to wait for your comment or question or just a note because I'm not sure you're still here. So I'm going to wait, and then if you're still here, I'll continue talking about what's been going on. I don't think you're still here. Well, this is going to be replayed anyway. Last 2 weeks, YouNow came in and accused me of what I've been trying to prevent, promoting deadly or bad, unhealthy treatments. I don't do that. I'm fighting that. So, idiots on YouNow. Enough said. I'm on YouTube. I can't say too much. This will be replayed. So for 2 weeks, I was on. It said 11 minutes. I guessed it once or twice. Okay, that just came up. Thank you. Hi, and I'm here came up together. So there might be problems, glitches. Wait 20 seconds. I got to turn off the oven. Wait 20 seconds. This could be an important day for me. I don't need to get into it. Won't be outside much the rest of the day. So Tay was on vacation. She says she's in good shape. Yeah, she's expecting, as we know. I'm about the same, slowly getting better over time, but still have major problems. My neighbor is in very bad shape. Has been in hospital well over a week. I was in the hospital when I died for a week, so over a week. She is in bad shape. The town, the 2 counties are in bad shape. What I understand is they've turned away from God. Generally, the town, the county, I'll mention Ringgold, Taylor counties. I'm not sure if something just clicked up. YouNow does that a lot. Generally, they've turned away too much from God and towards money. Thank you. My heart breaks when I see little kids hurt or dying, especially the girls, but little boys, little babies. Again, I can't say too much. You can look at my Twitter if you want. I'm Glinskis about everywhere you can imagine. One place I had to put numbers on it. Again, in the last year, I'll mention in Texas, 17-year-old girls. I saw deaths of 3 17-year-old girls, real people, Americans. Talent went to school in Texas for graduate school. The Austrian, now living in France and Switzerland. En France, Helvetia, en Suisse. Switzerland and France. So he went to Texas graduate school in his 20s. But the three girls, all about 17. One was not quite 17, one was almost 18. Three young women dying. Beautiful, talented, good hearts. And I've covered some of that on Twitter. Again, not going to get into anymore. That hurts me. To be honest, I'd give myself up in a minute to save one of these. That's not how life works. God says I'm going to be around for years. I don't really mind either way. But I'll keep working. But I can't do much on any social media. Doug Hagman tweeted, I retweeted. The Doug Hagman, I mentioned it earlier in the broadcast. It can't, and if I die tomorrow, or if I lose every battle, God wins in the end. And I'm closer to God than I've ever been in my life, and I never really rejected God, at least not beyond the age of 3 or 4. So God wins in the end. But it is, I would say, the toughest time in 11,000 years at least. In some ways worse than 11,000 years ago. I believe it was the time of the flood, Noah's Ark. And again, I don't want to get into too much on here. I'll get banned. Say the wrong thing. I know a lot about this. Studied it various ways. When I was in my 20s, and I'm getting hatred. When I was in my 20s, I studied some of these things about Lemuria, Atlantis. I studied starting then. Plato, Aristotle, ancient Greek philosophers from 2,000 years ago were aware of Atlantis. Some people want to make it a little city or a tiny island at the gateway to the Mediterranean. That's not what it was. A wonderful civilization, I believe. I believe, like the United States, not anymore, but previous United States, we were so open. I mean, in my view, women, different races, different religions are generally treated pretty well compared to historical aspects. I mean, the Puritans came to avoid persecution in Europe and many others, even in the 1600s. That's what I understand. That is what is true. They make June the month of, I hope June gets better for people. I hope I stop using a catheter. My life is still under threat. I haven't seen, tomorrow it'll be 7 weeks. I haven't seen one doctor or nurse. Curiously enough, or coincidentally enough, my health is the best it's been in 11 months. Stricken badly 11 months ago now. But they don't want to treat me sometimes. That's their own fault. They basically refused me some treatment at least 3 times. Not in Des Moines Lutheran, but over here. Waiting for a bill. Some of it is 3 months old. Waiting for a bill this week. I think it's only $60. I want to pay that. And I don't plan to go back to see a doctor. Maybe for a couple of months, I hope. I hope the kids are doing all right. I saw a few of the kids going to a nearby elementary school. Last week, summer school, I believe, started at the high school. It's less than a half a mile away. Elementary school is closer. They both have 2 summer sessions, like 2 weeks on, a week off, 2 weeks on. July pretty much empty. Yeah, they teach the kids in school a lot of the bad stuff. I'm still talking. I don't know that I'll ever go back much to YouNow. or Beagle is probably the best bet. The trolls and the persecution or the crushing, as I see it, crushing my efforts started on Beagle. 6 months ago, I don't know, maybe longer. So glad Zay is here. We haven't talked much physics. I was getting deep into parallel times and things a year or two ago. All of that stopped. I noticed breaks I perceive in reality. It could be sliding slightly to a parallel world. It could be just breaks. Reality is not solid like people think. That's my view. But I was studying these very esoteric things. People lost out. They had me on YouNow. They had free stuff. They had wonderful information. They heard information they see rarely on the internet, and some information, a little bit of information, they may not even see anywhere for decades yet. And even my fans pretty much decided to support other people that were there for self-aggrandizement, there for fun, to make money. They made the choices. The weaker my position, the easier it was for a wayward, official to come and whack me, like they've been doing in 11 and a half years. So it may be done forever. I reserve the right to go back. I do have almost a 121. Whatever that's worth, spent over 2,000. I don't make videos. Well, because, okay, Opa, thank you. Opa, subscribe to me, thank you. This is our friend Opa. So I'm back to 120. Discouraging, I was working on here for 2 or 3 months, and all I did was go down one sub from 120 to 190. So I'm back to 120. Opa, if you're here, welcome. I'm fielding the question. Yeah, you're here. Opa. Opa knows some esoteric spiritual stuff. We won't get into it too much. He also knows some Deutsch, German language. The physics, I'll give an example. One of the reasons I don't do physics. And I'm pretty good on theory. I'm not very good on the math and the equations, like a Dr. Leonard. I was probably as good in theory as many areas as Dr. Leonard. Brilliant physicist, died, I don't know, 4 years back. Dr. Leonard was older. Dr. Charles Leonard, late, of East Boston, Mass. A brilliant relativist. That word relativist means different things, but relativity, brilliant. So, for example, the Big Bang versus steady state, and there's Riemann, there's other universes possible. I've always ascribed to, since I was a teenager, the Big Bang. For years, the steady state or the disintegrating dead universe was in favor. They've thrown that out again. I don't want to argue with people that all know more than me. On YouNow, every 20-year-old boy or girl, some of them are lovely people. They know more than me about every subject. It doesn't wash. They do know more about me, more than I do about social interactions with their peers, most every person there. But so many topics: math, science, physics, geopolitics, history, geography, languages. I tend to know more than any typical 20-year-old American on YouNow, but they don't feel that way. So that's one thing with physics. Everybody always knows everything. It's worse. And trusting the science doesn't mean what it meant when I was growing up. I thank Renz and Khan. That's all I'll say. I gleaned some good information from them. I'm sure they're wrong occasionally, We all are wrong occasionally. But he had this Dick Argyle on, remote viewer. I worked on one of his stories, adjusted it, and expanded it. One of the stories he put forth, I give him credit. Dick Allgaier, not Argyle, but Dick Allgaier, remote viewer on rents. They do it for money. I don't do it for money. I've been doing this since I was a kid. It was called clairvoyance. We didn't have that word remote viewing. We had the word clairvoyance, which means clear seeing. And I've been working on that since I was a kid. I scared 3 or 4 people, and now I can look apparently and see things around them accurately. Like Emma, for one, several people. I was accurate. Because I'll pick out something unusual close to them. It's unlikely to be a coincidence. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do now. And also on YouTube, I get 10 views. On Twitter, I get 25 views, maybe 50. I'm shadow banned up to 99.9%. Up to 99.9% on any social media. I've mentioned 10 or 15 or more social media apps. It's just such a waste. Opa, I don't know if you have any comments. I think you dropped. Thanks for coming in, being a fan. I've got the game up. I'm going to break in a few minutes. So this is my third live. Billy Balls came in the second one. And Xander, the first and the third, and along with Opa, this one. But if I talk to, can you give an example of, yes, the gumballs. This is exactly accurate as I remember it. I'm going to pause my music. The gumballs are on you now, husband and wife. Buck Wild, the former Buck Wild, said they are mafia, organized crime. I did not know that. I scared them by what I had to say. But their daughter, or adopted daughter, she would come in, lived in a different state. There was an adopted son, Chad, up in New England for a while, elsewhere. Adopted son. Will Warmups went to meet this couple, and they did not show up. He was not happy, from what he said, Will Warmups. He's working in a different state now, according to Heather Green. So glad he's working. He was living in his vehicle on the order of 6 months. So I saw a curtain or fabric hanging behind. I saw in my mind's eye. It's better when it comes to me than when I work for it. When you work for it, it's harder, more subject to error. I don't get money. When you make money, it's like mowing the lawn and swimming in the pool. It works against it. And I can't tell Dick Allgaier and these people that. They're established, but I am better. And I've been doing it for 50 years. So I saw a curtain with a design. I don't remember the exact design. Flowery colors, I described it. To the daughter of the gumballs. She said, that's right, there's a fabric we were working on. You're pretty accurate in your description. That's an example. So was I definitely not making it up? She had a fabric, got colors, designs, right? It was close to her. What are the chances? 100s to 1 that there would have been a random situation like that, I would estimate. I'm a scientist. I constantly test this. I don't need proof of anything myself. I don't need to debate people who don't let me debate any place, anywhere. They shut us down on all established social media, mainstream media, and alternative media. They shut me the fuck down. I don't have to debate anybody. I shouldn't curse. I'm going to be off in about a minute. I did something with this with a little bit with Oprah, not as intense. I did this with Emma. I did this with one or two other people. So was accurate. I mean, the Tarian Witch, the tarot readers, there's a few. I'm sorry, I'm much better. Everything I could do now, and before I go, play the piano, geopolitics, science, psychic stuff, spiritual stuff. Did I say music? Listening to music, DJ, all the stuff I could do did not damn matter to these people one bit. Very sad, and they lost me, I guess, forever. They lost. The best person there was Jay Daly. I was one of the best people there amongst the unestablished. And what I put up, I had some stellar, a few broadcasts were wonderful. I hope they're saved somewhere in the universe. They probably are, but I don't have access to them. I'm going to be breaking in a few seconds. And I have stuff to do. An important day for me, I hope, with a couple of events or tomorrow, but things will be getting better. I hope in June to stop using the catheters. It's no fun, folks. These are twice as big as the ladies' catheters. It's no fun. Got to do it every 2-3 hours. Thank you. Again, Tay is around. I won't be around much on you now. I can't do it. They owe me an apology more than once. They owe me some benefits for a change. It doesn't have to be a partnership. That would be sufficient. They have to give me something back. They aren't going to do it. They aren't going to apologize. You're not going to see me much the rest of this year, if ever. That's how it is. You'll see me here a bit. Twitter, maybe Bigo, other places. That's all. All the best to you. The best to you, I don't know anything about. The family, I'm all alone here. Makes life hell, surrounded by enemies. The last thing I'll say is, although an army comes against me, I will not fear. It feels like an army sometimes. I've got illegal people on two sides. Wiseacre, criminals, a couple other places. It's quite difficult. I go on as the Lord provides. I'm off for now. Thanks, people.